Hi, I'm sick. Actually, I'm Haley, but I feel sick today. My nose is runny, and my feet are cold, and my head hurts. Being sick is no fun. Today's Bible story is about someone who is sick. Let's watch.
Naaman was the commander of the Syrian army. He was good at his job. He led the army to attack cities in Israel. They took things from the cities. They even took people to be slaves in Syria. But Naaman was sick with leprosy, a serious skin disease.
One of the slaves captured in Israel was a little girl. She served Naaman's wife in Syria. The slave girl saw that Naaman was sick, and she wanted him to be healed.
A prophet in Samaria could heal Naaman, she told Naaman's wife. Samaria was a city in Israel. So the king of Syria agreed to send Naaman with a letter to the king of Israel. The letter read, "I have sent you my servant Naaman for you to cure him of his skin disease."
But the king of Israel could not heal Naaman. "Am I God? Why does this man think I can cure a skin disease?" the king said. Elisha, the prophet, heard about Naaman and invited him to his house. Naaman arrived and stood at the door. He was ready to be healed. But Elisha didn't come to the door. Instead, a messenger told Naaman, "Go wash 7 times in the Jordan River."
Wash in the river? Naaman could have done that at home. Had he traveled all this way to Samaria for nothing? Naaman was angry.
He had hoped Elisha would call on the name of the Lord, wave his hand over Naaman's skin, and heal him.
Naaman started to leave, but his servants encouraged him to do what Elisha said. So Naaman went to the Jordan River. He dipped himself in the river 7 times. Then Naaman's skin was healed. It looked as good as the skin of a young child.
Naaman went to Elisha. "I know that the God of Israel is the one true God," Naaman said. He thanked Elisha and offered gifts, but Elisha would not take the gifts, so Naaman left. On Naaman's way home, Elisha's servant Gehazi stopped Naaman. Gehazi asked him for silver and 2 changes of clothing. He lied to Naaman about why he wanted the gifts. Gehazi said the gifts were for visitors, but Gehazi really wanted them for himself. Naaman gave Gehazi some silver and clothing.
When Gehazi returned to Elisha, Elisha said, "Where have you been, Gehazi?" Gehazi lied again. "I didn't go anywhere," he said. But Elisha knew Gehazi had been greedy and had taken Naaman's gifts, instead of thinking about God. Gehazi only thought about himself. As punishment, Gehazi's skin became diseased. He had leprosy, like Naaman had, and his skin was white like snow.
Naaman was sick with a skin problem. His disease went away when he washed in the river. All people are sick with a sin problem. We all need a healer. When we trust Jesus as Lord and Savior, God forgives our sin and heals us. Wow, having a cold or the flu is no fun. But when we sin, we're sick in a different way. Sinning doesn't mean our bodies are sick. It means our hearts are sick. And Jesus heals us from our sin.